Hi everyone, I'm Candace and this is Eclectic Coach, and I just wanted to share some of my thoughts about an upcoming topic that I'm really excited to just throw myself into. Um, it's been a long time coming, and I have rededicated my commitment to be a shaman, and that is to be a um, intuitive healer, um, to be a keeper of the earth. I remember when I recently did my first ayahuasca ceremony, um, I was asking about my life purpose, and I remember in ceremony just promising Mother Earth that I would do anything that I could, and that I would be in service to her. And it really has been an outgrowth um, and a journey since I worked with the medicine. And it's been a process integrating all of the things that she has shown me and taught me. And I can speak from experience around the fact that it doesn't happen in a straight line, and sometimes it takes a little bit more time to integrate what we learn than we anticipate. And so, what some people do when they work with plant medicine is they feel so connected and so like seen and held for who they truly are, that of course they want to maintain that feeling of connection. And what I'm finding in these months after working with the medicine is that if I need to reconnect with her, the thing is to get outside. It's not necessarily to go do another plant medicine journey or to work with a different plant medicine teacher. It's to get outside. It's to do the common sense things that I already know that I need to do. It's about um, following the wisdom and the guidance that she's given around exercising, around setting really good boundaries, around doing yoga, doing movement, singing and dancing, because when we sing, we connect with the vagus nerve, and this can help us really relax and feel safer and more calm in our journey through life. And that's one of the things that came through when I was talking to her is I asked her, what is my purpose? And she just said, you be you. You be happy. And when you're happy, you light up the world around you. And so often we go into working with the medicine and we want to know what our purpose is, and we think that it's going to be this definitive answer on do this is your whole life purpose. And really what I'm finding from listening to other people who work with her is, and by her I mean ayahuasca, because she really is a feminine presence, that they find that it's not just about like a destination, like this is your purpose. It's more of a way of walking through life, because many of us have meandering paths, and we live out our purpose in various ways and through various projects. And what I found interesting in working with her and specifically asking about life purpose was that I got shown images and ideas, but it's really been a mystery, a path that has been unfolding, and a path that honors my free will. And that they don't jump out and say, you should do this. They offer you perspective on the way that you have been living. They offer you tips and suggestion. Another thing that she helps you do is to purge a lot of the energy that has been hanging around you and kind of holding you back. So, and you walk away from the experience feeling much, much lighter. And a lot of people walk away feeling like this glow around them. And so they have a tendency to go back and do many, many ceremonies with the medicine. But what I think that can put you in is a constant pattern of seeking, when it really, really is about understanding that you signed up for a human experience and you are a spiritual being having a human experience. That's one thing that she said over and over is find your spiritual core, find your spiritual core. And what she meant by that is anytime that I feel like afraid or uncertain or scared, to recenter myself in who I am. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. But that means to walk the middle path. That means honoring the lineage and the connection to my ancestors and this human story that I'm a part of, and that and this earth story that I'm a part of. And what I believe is that we have evolved through all of the plant life and the flora and fauna of life, and we've evolved into this human form, and then we've been human so many lifetimes, and each of our journeys is special because it's unique to us, and we meet all these different interesting people along our special unique journey. So all of the children of God are special. And so it's about walking this middle path and not trying to use spiritual bypass to escape our human experience. But how do we walk in this human experience in a more beautiful and more graceful and more aware and awake way? Somebody, I can't remember who it is off the top of my head, but was talking about how the connection to another person, like your medicine person, is such an important part of the experience. And working with the medicine, there's a reason why most people, unless they are undergoing an initiation, work with medicine people and volunteers at centers or in different villages, because we do have this human connection to other people. And so she also helps us understand and appreciate our relationships that we have in our human life. And these are all just important things to take into consideration when you're working with this plant medicine, is that she'll help you walk the middle path, and that you don't have to escape and constantly go on this spiritual seeking, that you can really reconnect with her, especially if you miss her. One of the things that I did, because a couple months after I did my first ayahuasca ceremony experience, I was just feeling really lonely and disconnected. I had this just amazing experience, which I will do a separate video about exactly what my trip report was kind of like. But I'd had this deep experience with all these other people, and the way that I was able to do ayahuasca and how it came to me just kind of on the wings of angels was just amazing. And then I came back to just my regular life, and it takes a process of integrating, and I was feeling frustrated, so I decided to go outside and get in the middle of the river and talk to her. And I was like, I miss you. I really miss you, and I want to feel more connected with you again. And as I'm standing in the middle of the river with my shoes off and my cell phone off to the side so that I could really be present and not have all these frequencies around, I look up, and right behind me is an owl, and it's at dusk, and it's right under this bridge, and it's like right over my head. And then since I've been working with different medicines, this owl has come to visit me, has like shown up in the middle of the day. I've gotten all these pictures, and I believe it's my grandmother. And so these medicines can link us to our lineage and show us how deep our relationship is to the surrounding world and to nature and to the elements. And if you are feeling disconnected and missing the spirit of the medicine, you don't have to go out on a whole other journey. Just go outside and set your intention, communicate with her. If you've done a ceremony, you've had the molecule in your system. And even if you think about it, in the weeks beforehand and just before your ceremony, there's these themes that present themselves and that were probably present during the ceremony and then after. Um, so there's this higher intelligence and you can communicate with it. And the fact that you've ingested the plant medicine um, even deepens that relationship and that connection. So anytime you miss her, I just feel compelled to let you know that you can reconnect with her. And a great way to do that is always just to take your shoes off and to go out into the bare earth. You can call in the power of the four directions. I'll do separate videos on this. You can work with the drum. You can work with Palo Santo and different smells to reactivate that experience in your nervous system. You can practice gratitude around the experience. But the apex of integration is service. And I can't remember who originally said that, but I love it and I'm going to say it here. So if you are missing the medicine, these are some things that you can do. You can get into service in any way that you can. You can connect with your ancestors. You can get outside. You can listen to nature, really listen and commune with nature. And by doing that, you can reconnect with the medicine. I hope this video was helpful and I will be creating more. Thanks.